Buckle up for another episode of Ghostfacers, a supernatural rewatch podcast. My name is Richard, and sitting shotgun as always is my brother in podcasting, Reed.
Hey, I'm everything you fear.
You're the underwater?
I'm underwater, and I'm also your uncle.
Oh no.
Let's get into it.
Ghostfacers! We face a ghost, when others will not, we're ghosts! Ghostfacers! Stay in the kitchen when the kitchen gets hot! Ghostfacers! We face a nightmare, we face a dread! Ghostfacers! We face a faceless, we face a dead!
Welcome to Ghostfacers. Today we're discussing Season 7, Episode 14. Plucky Pennywhistle's Magical Menagerie.
Great episode name. Can't wait to do international titles for this.
Of course. Yeah, I'm
Plucky Pennywhistle.
Blick. Was that even this podcast?
No, it's not.
I love a Pinot.
When we got there, a peanut nor.
It is a peanut noir, yeah.
Nice.
Not a peanut grease. Grease. This episode aired on February 10th, 2012. Written by Andrew Dabb. Daniel Laughlin. You don't have to say it.
I do, because it's, we're doing something visual.
But it's for us.
Oh, I didn't think anything was only for us. I thought everything was content.
Only fans?
Yeah.
Everything was only fans.
Oh my God. You just put tape over it and says for us and then rip the tape off. It's only fans.
This was directed by Keep Rolling.
Durst?
It's Mike Roll.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Fred Durst?
I mean, he is a director.
Is he actually?
Yeah. He's actually like a decent director too.
Like a TV director?
I think he's doing movies.
Well, shit.
And apparently he's actually like pretty good.
Interesting.
This episode was viewed by an estimated
1.3. I feel like
so last week we were like in 7.2.
7, yeah.
Yeah. This week 1.88.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Shit, are we gonna crack 2 again?
I know, we're going close.
It could happen.
In fucking season 7. Who would believe it?
It could happen. I wouldn't have thought.
Truly. I could never have imagined a world in which season 7 ever had something near a 2, but here we go. Let's
All right. Promo time, baby.
let's do it. Daddy.
Oh. That's not a bad
That's a great
promo.
trailer.
That's a pretty good promo.
I
don't hate it.
I love a promo where they play further into the episode. Like this was a commercial essentially for Pluckies, but with like obviously a dark twist.
Yeah, I like that. That was fun. That was a good one.
And have it like where kids can get revenge.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Love that shit.
Good twist.
Well, you know the section we all want to get to.
Yo, baby.
International titles. So, Plucky Pennywhistle's Magical Menagerie, which one is the actual business is like a play on Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes. Yeah.
But do you know what the name kind of feels like?
Plucky Pennywhistle?
Well, the Magical Menagerie.
Oh.
That movie with like the
Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium?
Yeah, that kind of feels like that. I didn't find anything online that specifically targeted
I'm also
that.
not sure if that movie was out when this came out.
2012?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see. 2007.
Oh, okay.
So
then it might be a little bit.
I bet it's a little bit of a play on that.
Yeah. Man, I haven't thought about Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium.
A movie that only really had any existence because what's his name died?
No, you're thinking of the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus.
Oh my God. Why did both those movies exist?
Well, I mean, they're different movies, first of all.
Yes.
Secondly, I love the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. I like that movie.
I don't think I've ever heard someone bring up that name since that movie.
I really like that movie. Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium is a kids movie with Dustin Hoffman.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
Yeah, exactly.
He
runs like a magic shop or some shit like that. I've never saw it.
I don't think it exists.
But yeah, it's different from the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus.
Similar name, though.
Yes, I know why you got them confused.
Okay.
I was also going to bring up the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus on its own after.
Love that. All right, we've got 3 titles.
Okay, all right. Are like our standard 3?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
So the first title is the French title.
French title's got to be like Killer Clowns or something like that.
No.
Or like That Which You Fear.
No, think about it. There is a French word here that's already existing.
Oh, like just like la peur, like fear?
No, there's a French word in the English title.
Plucky Pennywhistle's magical... I forget what the other word is.
The one French word.
I forget what it is.
Menagerie?
So is it called like Menagerie of Fear or something like that? Or just the Menagerie?
It's the Enchanted Menagerie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
which is not good.
No, I don't like it.
It's a bad title.
Yeah, no, an Enchanted Menagerie should be like a fun
Delightful.
zoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not that.
No, boo, France.
Uh,
At least you're not Italy.
Italy's not even here.
No, nor should they be.
Oh, yeah, I forgot your weird hate on Italy.
Yeah, don't think I did.
All right. German title.
German title is like Killer Clowns.
You're on the right, but it's went more genre,
Or like Killer
more specific.
Fears, or sorry, more specific?
Yeah.
Like Coulrophobia or something like that?
No, less specific.
Okay. You're dead?
That's how did you know it was?
I don't know.
I like that your sound was a donkey.
I was hoping nobody would pick up on that. I know. I did a real Italian version of an impression there. I really Italianed it.
You fucking showed me your spaghetti balls and A's.
The spaghetti balls and eggs. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
All right. No, the German title has a fucking ellipses in it. And it's It, ellipses, is Clowns Again.
Oh, that's It Part 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is Clowns
We're
Again.
like, fuck, we wanted to call the movie that in Germany, but we already used it on Supernatural.
Obviously, and if there was going to be a sequel to It.
It is Clowns Again. It's so lazy. It's so lazy.
Also, if you're going to make a sequel to It, it's
That's fun.
with a dollar sign.
Yeah, James Cameron style. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
All right, you know who the final one is.
So the final one's Hungary. Okay. Hungarian title is Don't Neglect Your Children.
Well, that would be good. That would be a very Hungarian title, too. It's not that, but
Okay.
I like where your head's at. This is one word.
One word.
Yeah.
Clowns.
Because you know the other thing that Hungary always does, right? Is if they're not weirdly specific,
Okay.
they do that weird thing where they just call it something that it's like, I mean,
I guess.
yeah.
Okay.
But it's something so broad.
Right. So it's
It's one of those weirdly broad ones.
childhood.
No. But I like where your head's at.
Okay. All right.
No.
Hit me.
The Hungarian title is Phobia.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You may as well have called it Fear.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
I fucking love when Hungary does that.
Yeah. Right on.
They're just like, well, this is the one about a phobia.
I mean, fair, but also like almost every episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They somehow are able to name every episode basically.
It's
the
not
name of
always
every
like
episode.
specifically
Yeah.
a person's. But most of what's in every episode is a fear somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. There's no featured music this week. And TV Guide describes this as...
There's no featured creepy calliope music playing in the background.
You know what, ironically, though, the music that does play at Plucky Pennywhistles is the same soundtrack of the gag reel at the end of the season. So if you have the DVD,
that's fun.
So just a little tidbit for you there. Children draw their worst fears at a birthday party, and they come to life to kill their parents.
Hell yeah.
Fucking metal as hell.
Yeah. Rock and roll.
But before we talk about that, let's open up Dad's journal and learn about some of the real world lore.
Let's see what the lore says about phobias. I'm going full Hungary on
Oh
this.
my God. Whoa.
Baby.
They knew.
Yeah.
That's why they named it that.
I am hungry now. Hungry for some lore, that is. Anyway. So, phobias. So I'm going straight to Harvard Health for this.
Oh.
Yeah, baby. So a phobia is a persistent, excessive, unrealistic fear of an object, person, animal, activity, or situation. It's a type of anxiety disorder. So a person with a phobia either tries to avoid the thing that triggers the fear or endures it, but like great anxiety or panic or distress.
Looking at you, Bridge.
What?
You.
What? That's not... No, see, Here's the thing. A phobia has to be unrealistic or irrational. There's nothing irrational about being afraid of rickety fucking bridges over high heights. I'm right.
Uh-huh. And obviously your small child didn't go across because that's too scary.
Just because she has no fear is like more of an indictment of her.
I love that you are putting out an indictment against your child that you raised.
I'm scared. What hath we wrought?
Also, a man who is weirdly not afraid of anything else when they should be.
I'm afraid when I should be. I'm exactly where I need to be fear-wise.
Yeah, if it's something that
heights, spiders, end of list.
Yeah, anything that can affect a large white man, spiders.
Yeah, I mean, I defy you to name something outside of heights and spiders that could harm me.
Yeah. Except for cancel
like
culture.
Historically. Well, yeah, sorry. Yeah. The ability to tell whatever jokes I want. People are too sensitive these days.
Yeah,
it's a joke.
Yeah. I've got a phobia of Gen Z and the woke culture.
Yeah, the woke mind virus. 7 seasons in, we revealed that we've been
Johns the whole time.
This has been a false flag operation. We're both John Winchester.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so phobias come in a couple of different categories. So some are very specific and limited.
Yes.
So like a fear of spiders. Is, or not just a fear.
Irrational.
A phobia is like another level of it. But like arachnophobia is very specific. It's about spiders.
Did you ever see that movie?
It's arachnophobia? Yeah, I don't like it.
That fucked me up.
I don't like it. There are other phobias that are maybe have slightly kind of wider implications. So if you have arachnophobia, you only feel it when it's about a spider.
Yeah.
But if you have a fear of heights,
yeah,
it's not just, it might be being on a plane, even if you can't see.
Yeah.
It could be being in a building, looking out a window. It could be being on a bridge. It could be any number of, it could be a diving board or things.
Yes.
I'm just throwing things out there. I don't know what it would make people, what would make people uncomfortable heights wise. So there are 3 major types of phobia. So a specific phobia, or sometimes called a simple phobia. So that common form, people fear specific animals maybe, or people. So, or environments or situations. So some of the things they list here is, again, like arachnophobia, or ailurophobia, which is fear of cats.
Yeah.
Or coulrophobia, fear of clowns. That's
what I got. Coulrophobia.
Yeah, well, no, we can tell you're afraid of cool.
Yeah, no way. I can't be afraid of what I am.
Oh no. Yes, you can.
Oh my God.
I'm afraid of what they made me. You're in my world now.
Different podcast.
Just a cool thing to say, though.
Truly.
Like a fear of thunderstorms might be a specific phobia or something like that.
I used to be afraid of lightning.
Like lightning specifically, or like thunderstorms?
No, lightning.
Oh. So it wasn't the sound, it was just the actual like bolt of lightning?
Yeah, like I was always afraid to like be outside when it's lightning.
Yeah.
Which doesn't feel like...
But probably not a phobia, though.
Yeah, it feels like a rational fear to be like, if the's lightning everywhere, I probably shouldn't be outside.
I mean, if there's lightning everywhere, then something bad is happening.
Well, don't mean like the end times, but I mean like
there's 911. There's lightning everywhere.
Everything is lightning. Is this a problem? All things are lightning.
I was rubbing my feet on the carpet. Now everything
Everything
is
is lightning.
So
Sir, that's not lightning.
okay, so those are simple phobias.
Sure.
There's also like social anxiety disorder, which used to be called social phobias. It's social anxiety disorder. It's just a generalized kind of thing that we know. So
Look, people suck. I get it.
So people with social anxiety disorder fear social situations where they may be humiliated, embarrassed, or judged by others. Some people have a phobia. Other people probably
Get
have
turned
a
on.
philia
Yeah.
of that. They become anxious when unfamiliar people are involved. The fear could be limited to things like performance, like stage fright. Like a really acute stage fright is
We all know about performance anxiety.
social anxiety disorder. Or it could also just be that they don't like eating in public or using public washrooms or stuff
Yeah,
like
they'd
that.
rather do it in their car in front of a grocery store.
I wouldn't rather, but that's just where I'm safe. That's not a social that's
That's a fear of my wife.
no, it's not fear, it's shame. I
Yeah.
just want to be very clear. It's a different motivator. And also we weren't talking about me anyway. So social phobia seems to run in families.
Sure.
So people who have been shy as children or have a history of like negative social experiences in childhood tend to develop this and then like possibly even pass it on.
Yeah, I would say that that's not like a genetic thing, though. That's just like people rearing their children that way.
No. There's nothing genetic
Yeah,
about
yeah,
these. Are all like mental health.
Yeah,
issues. Other phobias aren't genetic either. You don't genetically pass on a fear of lightning being everywhere.
Well, I just say when you pass it on, it sounds like it might be like a genetic
Well, no, but
thing,
it's a nurture. You pass,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
pass traits and stuff
Sure,
on that
yeah,
way.
yeah.
So, and then there's another type of phobia that sounds specific but is not, which is agoraphobia.
Mhm.
So agoraphobia is
Fear of being outside, isn't it?
so it's a misconception that it's a
Okay.
fear of open spaces. It's actually a fear of being in public places where it would be difficult or embarrassing to make a sudden exit. So
is
this
that really what it is?
it includes things like elevators or like ski lifts or
Sure.
whatever, but it could also be a big crowd outside at a concert or at a traffic jam or any sort of thing like that. So it's actually like agoraphobia. They tend to have like a panic disorder, which involves intense fear plus uncomfortable physical symptoms such as trembling, heart palpitations, and sweating. So agoraphobia is actually a much broader kind of thing. So in children, childhood phobias most commonly occur between the ages of 5 and 9 and tend to only last a short while, and then you grow out of them.
Has your child started showing any like fears yet?
No, because
Weirdly fearless, right?
well, but she also
because she likes scary things.
But she also like hams it up. Like she's doing a lot of pretending to be afraid of bugs right now. You're like, you're not scared of bugs. It's fine. She goes, "Oh no, I can't." And you're like, "You fucking can."
You're like, your dad can.
Yeah, I can't, and you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah.
So longer lasting phobias tend to begin later in life. So people in their 20s, that you might see phobias manifest
Sure.
kind of at that stage.
When you know how bad the world is.
And phobias are linked to risk of other types of psychiatric illness. So other types of anxiety disorders, depression, substance abuse, all sorts of stuff like that. I just want to go through a quick little list of some interesting phobias here. So some of these you've probably heard before, obviously. Claustrophobia,
I got a little bit of that.
fear of confined spaces, aerophobia,
What? Afraid of the outside?
fear of flying, like aeroplane.
Arrow,
Yeah.
not aerophobia.
Yeah. There's emetophobia, which is a fear of vomiting.
Oh, not fear of things being like too real, man. Metaphobia.
Oh no! It's not. It's emetophobia. Yeah. Zoophobia is a fear of animals. Hypochondria is the fear of becoming ill. We hear about that a lot.
Yeah.
Aquaphobia, fear of water. Escalophobia is a fear of escalators.
Huh.
Yeah.
Do we know anybody with that?
I don't have a fear of I have a fear of heights. It's different. I have acrophobia. No.
Yeah, but it comes in the form of escalophobia.
No, it's not it's not only escalators. And I'm not afraid of the escalator. I'm afraid of the heights. I don't want to fall. And the moving of the escalator makes it more likely that I'll fall.
Mm-hmm.
It's a heights thing.
Whoop.
I know my fear. You son of a bitch. You motherfucker. I'm just gonna throw a couple out here that you might like. Allium phobia.
Is that like aluminum?
No. It's the fear of strong scented the allium genus, which is a Latin term for types of plants that include garlic, onions, chives, and shallots.
People are afraid of the best tasting things.
People are afraid of everything. I remember seeing a fucking like a Jerry Springer or a Maury or something episode where this woman was like deathly afraid of pickles. Have you ever seen that clip online?
No.
It's also like it's really
Jerry. So is it real? Like
it is. Well, Jerry Springer was real.
Not all the time though.
Yeah, most of it.
Okay.
It was just exploitative was the problem. But same with Maury. And this episode is no different because this woman is like clearly deathly afraid of pickles. And then they would just bring out trays of pickles and she'd be like,
what did you think was going to happen?
well, exactly. I know how you're going to answer this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Gynophobia.
I don't have that issue.
Nice. It's a fear of adult women.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that issue. Well, no, that's not true. I have that issue.
Which is, now that I'm thinking about it, sort of exclusionary terminology. Here's...
oh, yeah.
Herpetophobia is fear of like reptiles. Oh, I'm not sure I can pronounce this, but this is an interesting one. Kumpunophobia.
Don't have that issue.
You know, it's not.
Oh, wait. Oh.
No, it's not kumpunophobia.
Yeah. But the other one sounds worse.
Kumpunophobia is a fear of buttons on clothing.
Huh.
Yeah. So, at any rate, people might have this. Nomophobia is the fear of being out of mobile phone contact.
Oh, that's a newer phobia, I guess.
Well, and also it's like not really Latin. I think no mo is meant to be like
no more.
Mobile. No, like no.
Oh, like, not like no mo. I got mobile no mo.
Yeah. So at any rate, there's all sorts of specific and broad phobias. But yeah, there you go, baby.
So we obviously know heights and a bit of arachnophobia.
I don't know that. I don't think the spider thing can count as a phobia for me. I don't like them. They make me uncomfortable, but I don't like freak out and leave the room. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you just don't understand their lifestyle.
I just don't get it. Like, why can't they be like other bugs? It's just a phase. It's a
you just don't want to see
being a spider is just a phase.
You just don't want to see them spider everywhere.
Yeah, why do they have to just be so like spidery about it?
Yeah. I just don't want to see spiders in front of me.
Jesus Christ. Insect bigots. Yeah, no, that was not like a phobia.
Yeah.
Heights.
You have a severe fear.
It's a strong fear.
You have a
I don't like cry and vomit and shit like when I see like
you visibly get upset. I've seen it.
Yeah, and I'm right. It's not me. It's everyone else.
Yeah, it's the children who are wrong.
It's the children who are wrong. Yeah. Well, we know you have thalassophobia.
I have thalassophobia / submechanophobia.
Sure. Yeah.
Which is like I have a fear of deep water. I've got the fear of large objects underwater, especially like specifically like ships, sunken ships and stuff like that.
Hey, do you like want to go check out the wreck of the Titanic?
No, but for a different reason.
Yeah, okay. Because I hear you can do it pretty cheap.
And everything works out great?
Yeah. It's made with discount carbon fiber. Unsuitable for aircraft.
Yeah. But this isn't the sky. This is the sea. It's completely different.
Like, they don't even know how good it is.
Yeah. Yeah, those are my big fears. it doesn't come up very often. We don't live that close to the water. I don't have to deal with large objects like.
But
in the
like, you
water.
don't like the idea of like flying over water.
No, that's my big thing. I think I can deal with it. Like, I'm not so afraid that I refuse. I might have to fucking drug myself.
I do think
up.
it's like a bigger fear, like, because you don't like, if I sometimes do it to be shitty. I'll send you videos of deep sea stuff or of like Subnautica, like the game and shit like that, and you'll go like, or you won't respond.
Yeah. I won't watch it.
Yeah.
That's why I send you stuff from Heights. It's a cruel game we play back and forth.
Yeah.
No, I'm like very and it like makes me uncomfortable because sometimes I'm like, am I really? And then I'll see something and I'm like, well, I am uncomfortable.
Right.
Like, I think I can deal with it, but I don't like it. Like, it makes me very upset.
So this is a good time to announce the Ghost Facers fan cruise.
God,
Ghost Facers open ocean fan cruise.
Oh my God. I mean, we podcast every night. That's the sort of thing.
Yeah. We got to speed through some of these
yeah.
fucking seasons.
You could do stand up.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Are we going to do
yeah, good. We've listed 2 pieces of programming. We can record a podcast every night and I could do stand
I'll
up.
play music.
Yeah, okay, good.
That's another
3
thing.
things.
Yeah, I can cook.
Yeah.
For thousands of people.
We'll invite Jared. He doesn't have much going on.
That's right. Yeah. He could use the emotional boost.
Yeah.
Well, that is
Phobias. Baby.
Let us know what your phobias are.
Yeah, so we can exploit them.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll put them all on shirts.
Are any of you have like a fear of podcasting?
Yeah, that's been excruciating for you as much as it is for us. Yeah, let us know what your phobias are. We'll put them on shirts.
Yeah, and send them to you.
Yeah, or do you have a fear of shirts?
Yeah, I mean, that would be ideal.
Yeah, that would make things a lot easier.
Yeah, we just put a shirt on a shirt.
Or just like send them a shirt.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I like your idea.
It's way cheaper. Put a shirt on a shirt.
No, I meant like a picture of
No,
a
I
shirt.
know what you mean, but like still. It doesn't matter at that point.
I'm mad that that's going to sound like a bit and not what it really was, which is me not thinking of that.
All right, well, with that, why don't we get into today's episode?
Let's do it.
We begin with the then, which is one of the most concise short thens we've seen in a very long time.
Pretty short.
It's literally just, Dean's not coping. He's not coping well.
Yeah.
And Sam's afraid of clowns.
Yeah, that's
it.
basically. We see a couple of deaths and Sam's afraid of clowns. That's back from the fucking like Rakshasa episode.
Right?
Which was quite some time ago.
So, we get into the now. Sam is running in terror and gets into a car, insisting that they can't hurt him. It's okay. They can't hurt you. They can hurt you. If it bleeds, you can kill it. Yeah. If it bleeds, you can kill it. Sam mutters to himself. He turns around and sees a clown waving at him. It charges at Sam, and he runs towards a warehouse and just manages to slam the door shut. However, it smashes in and advances on him, and another one comes up behind him.
Yeah. This episode starts almost the exact same way as
The Dean Afraid
the
episode.
Dean like scaredy cat episode.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the dog chasing him. It's like that first shot of like Sam running out of a thing, like it's like almost exactly the same shot as the first.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's almost there like Sam was like, well, I want to do a scared one.
Yeah. My turn.
Yeah. And that's the cold open.
Yeah. And again, I don't really
I know this is like twice in like a week.
There's no because we did it with the Chronos shit. I don't know why especially in this episode, we don't just like catch up to this. We keep like checking in these 2 time frames, and I don't really know why.
It is
there's no
a weird device that they
there's
really
no like
enjoy.
Narrative. It's not doing anything narratively. It's just like
At least
what
with the Chronos episode, it was about time.
Yeah, but then they like fudged that one. They didn't do it like in an effective way.
I don't think this one is to the detriment of it, but it definitely isn't
But there's just
serving
no
any
reason
purpose.
for it. Is what I mean. Yeah, like it's fine, but I just don't. But why?
Yes.
I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I don't. Yeah.
So, before Sam shoots one of the clowns, he does say, "If it bleeds, you can kill it," which is I think we've said on the show before, but I think it's important to mention what that reference actually is.
Yeah.
It's not a reference to the show; it's a reference to the movie Predator.
Yeah, that's right.
From 1987. So as we get the supernatural actual title card,
Right.
we get a bit of a different one here.
Yeah.
Because we get it with like sparkles, which is kind of fun.
It's cute, yeah.
I like when they play with that.
Yeah.
We then jump to 60 hours earlier.
No. 60 minutes early.
No.
Oh, no. No, you're right. It is 60 hours. Why
Yep.
60 hours?
I don't know, but you didn't need to correct me.
No, you're right. But you can understand why I got confused.
Because it's a weird amount of time.
Well, no.
'Cause 60 minutes is an hour.
Yeah, well, that's it. So why would you pick 60 hours?
It's a weird
Just make
amount.
it 48 hours
Yeah.
or some shit.
Nope. 60 hours.
Yeah.
Or 72.
Yeah. Also, I'll correct you if I want.
Okay,
Don't tell
Daddy.
me what to do.
This is us actually fighting.
Yeah. We'll do this off mic.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about this right now. Sam and Dean are waiting at a phone booth. Frank Devereaux finally calls them with an update on the status of the Leviathans.
Dean, who we've established raw dogs his way across the country, routinely stays in motels and uses the shaky magic fingers shit, is so grossed out by receiving a call in a phone booth.
I know. He's like, I got the
"Oh, I'm
clap.
gonna get the claps." Like, you don't give a shit about that. Don't pretend like now this is a problem, Dean.
Though
He's in a phone booth. He's like, oh no, what if I get dirty germs? He's like, you just turn around and be like, yeah, I've come in people in every state.
Truly.
You know, like,
So,
it's so insane. I just don't get why is this a hang up of Dean's?
that feels like a thing Sam would have an issue with.
Yeah, more so.
Sam has come up with something, though, and they head to Wichita, Kansas.
Well, I think it's important in this scene. I just want to point it out just because we don't do this very much in Supernatural. They a little bit like follow up on last episode. They go, we can't find the Amazons. We've been tracking them.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like we don't really do that much.
No, you're
on
right. You're totally
Supernatural.
right.
It's kind of like normally we just go like, and we'll never see them again. But in this one, it's like, well, we tried. You know, like
Yeah.
I just thought it was kind of interesting.
Brian Harper has been killed by a 30-foot-long octopus that bled him out.
Yeah, like they go to see the guy and he's covered in all of these like suction marks. He looks like he's been like cupped to death. But then there's also like a bite on his neck, and they're like, that looks kind of vampy. But the guy, like the coroner's like, this guy, like octopus is cause of death, like great giant Pacific octopus
Yes.
or whatever he says. And then he says something like, I don't know, this guy got like fucking fetish killed or something.
Yeah.
He immediately is like, this is a tentacle porn related death.
You've seen one, you've seen them all.
Listen, I've been coroner in this town for a long time. I've seen a lot of hentai amateurs going out fucking buying themselves a great Pacific octopus.
You know how many fucking mecha nut crushers I've seen?
You know how many people saw the opening credits of Spectre that tried something like this?
So, the medical examiner says the first victim was killed by a giant Pacific octopus. Dean asks how giant, and he replies that it was at least 30 feet. So, does
the giant octopus get that big? I know squids get quite large.
Well, it's great that you asked that because I was literally going into that.
Well, you know. I don't know.
The giant Pacific...
Get there sooner, maybe.
God, you and every other woman.
Humble brag.
The giant Pacific octopus, Enteroctopus doflani, is the largest species of extant octopus in the world. On average, adults typically weigh around 33 pounds and have the arm span of 14 feet. However, some of them can grow to be quite a bit larger. If they live in an area with abundant prey, larger individuals can weigh up to 110 pounds.
Good Lord.
With a 20-foot arm span. The world record for the largest octopus live specimen is a Pacific octopus that weighed 156 pounds with a 27-foot arm span.
Good Lord.
There are unconfirmed reports of individuals of the species being up to 300 pounds with 32-foot arm span. This is based on the recovered incomplete remains of dead individuals, though. Though a live one is this large has yet to be fully documented.
Jesus Christ. That's clearly like Kraken lore. You know, you see something that big.
Yeah. Also, these are one of those things that make me afraid.
Oh, really? What is it about them?
I literally...
It's bad. We're talking about this giant octopus. Like, could you believe how big these are? And I go, like, that's less than half what I weigh. That's less than half what I weigh.
Hey, no, the 300 pounds.
It's about. I'm close. I'm close.
You're under that.
I think.
That's new.
Well,
that's 25 more than I thought you were.
I don't want to talk about it.
I saw a humpback whale video on TikTok the other day. Then I realized it was Reed. Yeah. No. But it did make me very afraid.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you should be more afraid of the orcas.
I know.
They're organized.
All the fucking orca shit I've been seeing lately. What the fuck's going on with the orcas?
So an do you not know? I'll give you a quick rundown.
Okay.
An orca got hit by a boat or something like that and was traumatized.
Yeah.
And since then has been teaching other orcas to sink boats.
Is that really why it's
specifically,
happened?
it's like a lot of like yachts, small boats, stuff like that. There have been like 35 orca attacks up and down the coast of Europe.
Shit.
From like Spain to Scotland now. These orcas are like learning and teaching others how to attack boats.
That's fucking incredible.
Yeah, it's the start of what I think we're seeing the end of humanity as the top of the food chain.
Yeah, it's going to be orcas.
This is the orca war. We haven't even talked about how there's octopus cities on the bottom of the ocean.
Wait, really?
Another quick tangent here. So, octopuses are like
octopi.
No, if anything, it would be octopodes because it's a Greek root. But
octopussies.
Yeah. Squid dashes, if you will. Octopuses are like famously
come here, squid dash.
They're like famously solitary, so much so that they reproduce by like firing like a missile called a spermatophore, like because they're far away from each other. Like they're solitary animals, but there's evidence of two specifically, at least, octopus cities where they're living as a community of like 20 or more. What? They're building like shared like homes, like apartments where one lives in top part.
What?
Like they're building like structures and stuff. Like, so one is called Octopolis and one is called Atlantis.
That's incredible.
But there are two octopus cities. It defies everything we know about octopuses that they're starting civilizations.
See, octopus, that's a thing that I would like. Oh,
and they're so smart too. They could easily replace us.
Yes.
Yeah. At any rate, there's a lot to be,
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm afraid of the ocean. Have you seen the video where it's the seal on the ice and the group of orcas go after it?
Orcas are fucked up, yeah. Because they'll play with their food, too. They don't just knock a seal off the thing and then eat it. They, like, make it afraid.
Well, I saw one.
Orcas are fucked up.
It was like on a huge ice shelf, and the orcas all go under. They keep trying to jump up on the sides and can't get to it, so they go underneath and just smash it apart from the center.
Yep.
So the thing falls through.
But sometimes they'll do it where like they'll let it get back on. If it falls off, they'll let it get back on. They'll toy with their prey.
Wow.
Yeah, they're fucked up. And at any rate, now they've set their sights on humanity.
Just wait till they can walk.
Yeah. So at any rate, back to the guy that died via hentai.
Yes. The brothers go to talk to the widow, Deborah Harper, and they ask if she has noticed any supernatural signs.
Yeah, they do the classic, like, hey, we got to ask some routine questions. Is your house cold anywhere? Or you smell any sulfur or anything?
Yes. Then they ask if Harper has any enemies. And she finally tells them to talk to Stacy, their nanny, who was there the night that he died.
Yeah, and the wife says it in that way where it's like, maybe you should talk to the nanny or whatever. And you go like, okay, all right, I get it.
Yeah, I think.
But then nothing ever comes of
that. No.
Because when they go to talk to the nanny, she's like, yeah, no, that's not a thing. But it's not even like he tried to make a pass or like, they just go, no, that's not a thing. You go, Okay, so then,
Well,
what
then
the
why
fuck
did
is
we do this? Yeah.
And when we learn the setup of it too, it's like neither parent was around.
Yeah, no.
Because the babysitter was just doing her job, and then the dad got home. So like, I don't know what the wife's issue is here, but
She sounds like she was being a bitch.
yeah, what? Oh no, we are, John.
Remind me to tell you a story after this podcast.
Uh-oh.
As they leave, a young girl watches from the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Outside, Sam wonders why Miss Harper would have summoned an octo-vampire to kill her husband.
Yeah, it's like it's not very like efficient.
No. Creative, but
Yes.
not very efficient. Dean goes to talk to the nanny, who, we find nothing's going on.
Can I say it weirded me out a bit.
Uh-huh.
Because this nanny's clearly an adult, but they like dress her like she's like a high schooler.
Yeah.
Like they don't do anything with it in the episode, and that's great. But something about it's weird. Like the costume department, like is doing some sort of weird, like childification of this adult person doing a job.
Yeah, the weird leopard print skirt and the laugh.
Yeah. So she became the nanny. Who would have guessed?
It's a great show.
Yeah.
And she's so hot.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A thing I didn't
Maybe
appreciate
not a
as
great
a kid.
SAG-AFTRA president, but
Sure, yeah. But don't love that.
Hot nanny though.
She explains that they threw a birthday party for Harper's daughter, Kelly, at Plucky Pennywhistle's Magical Menagerie,
Yeah.
a local pizza joint.
Yeah, they go, isn't that the one with Heath Ledger? Is that
No, it's Dustin Hoffman, you idiot. Brian was only there for about 5 minutes and then left, and Deborah was out of town. Kelly freaked out when another kid said that her parents didn't love her. Fucked up thing for a kid.
I mean, kids do fucked up things though.
Really?
Kids say fucked up shit. Yeah.
Okay, kids. That's the new show, the new HBO revival.
Kids say fucked up shit. Yeah.
Zap zoop zap. Kids
Uh-oh.
say fucked
No.
up shit.
And we shouldn't believe them. Zip zap.
Just like women.
Jesus. What a dark, unnecessary joke. Good Lord. We both participated in that. We both have to wear that. Good Lord.
Dean asks if she noticed anything weird, and the nanny admits that Kelly thinks that there are monsters in her closet.
Yeah.
As Dean leaves, he tells Sam that they should talk to Kelly because she was angry at Brian for missing her birthday party. Sam approaches the house, and Kelly remembers him from earlier.
Yeah.
She's like doing like chalks and stuff in the front. She's like,
Yeah.
I shouldn't talk to you, which is like good.
Well, yeah, she's like, my mom says I shouldn't.
And you're like, great,
Talk to
for
you.
good
It's like,
reason,
all right.
but not.
Yeah.
It's not for that reason. It's because
The mom
she's been
eventually
saying shit to
calls
police.
her in, and Sam like looks at what she was chalk drawing, and it's an octopus with like crazy teeth.
Yeah. That night, we then see another man being chased through a forest,
Yeah.
climbs over a fence,
Chased by a horse of some description.
Yes.
Of some description.
and into a baseball field and seemingly evades it. But it rams through the wooden board of the baseball field and impales him from behind.
Yeah, and it's a unicorn. Like, we pan back and up, and we just see a horse with a horn
Yeah.
on its head. And then it turns around to run away, and it's got like a rainbow like tail. and
Yes.
stuff. Did you ever play Robot Unicorn Attack?
No.
This is a game that like we got obsessed with in theater school. It was just like a browser game, and it was a scroller. It would just get faster and faster. You had to dodge stuff or like rainbow
through
burst
a-
through stuff.
Sure. Okay.
But it played on a loop, just this always I wanna be with you and make believe with you and live in harmony.
I don't know this.
harmony. It was just played on a loop. And you would just go as far as you could. We would like almost miss class playing Robot Unicorn Attack. Fuck.
There was like a
Incredible game.
like I don't know if it was like pre-Minecraft, but there was like a game on Google that you could play where you could like put elements together and create things.
Oh, that's fun.
And we got really obsessed with that in college. But so fucking murdered by a unicorn.
Yeah.
Now we go back to the now from the beginning of the episode.
Again, for
And
some reason.
Sam is trying to fight off clowns and shoots one of them. But the bullets have no effect, releasing puffs of glitter confetti.
Yeah.
They knock the gun out of his hand and beat him to the ground.
Yeah, it's funny because up until now they've been kind of like,
Yeah.
and the one clown just starts beating the shit out of
It really does. Like,
it's kind of amazing, actually. It's really funny.
we now go to 36 hours earlier.
Sure.
Not 32. 36.
Just it's fine.
Sam and Dean get a call from a call about the murder. Dean goes there and confirms that the police have no idea what ran the man through. When Sam suggests,
But they were like, but it was big.
yeah, it fucking put a hole in him. When Sam suggests that that something on a horse killed Billy's dad, Dean says, "Close but no Seabiscuit." He's referring to the thoroughbred racehorse Seabiscuit, an unlikely champion and symbol of hope in the Great Depression.
At the crime scene, Dean is like, so what? Like someone with a lance? Like he thinks like a knight riding a horse. Or something.
Which is actually not a bad thought. Like,
No, it's not. I mean, that's more logical than unicorn.
yes, the dead man did have an 8-year-old son, Billy Pogue. Dean talks to the widow, Miss Pogue, and asks if Billy had a birthday recently. She says that he didn't, but that her husband took Billy to a friend's birthday party. Dean then calls Sam at the motel and asks him about Plucky Pennywhistles. Sam insists that he hated them as a kid and that Dean dumped him when he went looking for chicks. Dean tells him that to check out the local Pluckies while he talks to Billy. When Sam refuses, Dean
Sam's
realizes,
like, I'll talk to Billy.
Yeah. No. Why don't we go together? Why don't I do that and you go to Plucky?
And then Dean finally figures it out. He's like, wait a minute, this isn't your like clown thing, is it?
The fear of clowns kicking in and assures him that if it bleeds, it can be killed.
Yeah.
So we've talked about this already in the beginning of this episode, but a fear of clowns is known as colorophobia, from the Greek word what is it? Colobathrists.
So can I see the word?
It's
looks like colobathristes or something like that.
Which means one who walks on stilts.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that's what that meant. That's interesting.
So I mean, obviously, like the stilts have been around since like medieval times. Like obviously, So
and the Daredevil villain, Stiltman.
Well, of course.
So
that's how long stilts have been around.
At least that long.
But what's interesting, Dad, is like it's probably from like court jesters, which are really the original clowns. Like I don't know when the clown.
Well, the birthday clowns are a bastardization of like French theater clowns, which themselves are not that old.
No,
you know? Like. That's like early 20th century, late 19th century kind of stuff.
But one would guess that it comes from jesters
and other kind of like Harlequin kind of things. Like that goes back a lot further.
Totally.
Yeah.
Sam goes to Plucky's and the attendant, Howard, greets him. He asks the manager and notices another attendant, Libby, asking her son to stay at a table while she works. Also, Libby, fucking absolute smoke show.
Yeah.
Nothing better than a hot, like exhausted mom.
I mean, I don't know what that says about us, but
it's true.
Yeah.
I want to see the life just a little bit gone.
I don't know. That feels worse.
I didn't say the life leave her eyes. I said I want the life a little bit gone. There's a very clear difference.
I also wasn't implying that. Weird that that's where you went, man. I was just going to say it's a little bit like...
I just want to see the light leave her
I just want to see that she's got no other options. Like, that's not better.
Yeah, I just want to see her to feel cornered in life.
Jesus. Good Lord. This is like fucking It's Always Sunny, where it's like, because of the implication.
Yeah.
Are you hurting women? Of course I'm not.
Because of the implication. Yeah. Sam notices a board where children have drawn their worst fears and an empty slot where Kelly's picture was.
And Billy's is also empty.
So, among the children's drawings of their worst fears, There is one that resembles the character Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc.
Yes, yeah.
Which is even funnier because Mike was always considered to be a monster who couldn't be scary.
Yeah, he's not scary, yeah.
Which I like. The manager, Gene Holiday, great name,
Yeah.
comes over and explains that they don't post
Also
the
pretty hot.
Yeah. Yes. They don't really post the really horrible shit.
Yeah, she says we don't post any of like the real dark shit, but she explains that like the owners are into all this like pop psychology kind of stuff, and they go, they want it to be like a safe space for kids, so the kids put their fears down, and then Plucky Pennywhistle, poof, makes it turn into rainbows and stuff like that. And they go like, that's why we do, because I'm watching the episode. I kind of forgot about this episode. And when I saw that, I was like, what a dark thing for a kid's restaurant. And then Sam goes, this is a dark thing for kids. I go, thank you, Supernatural, for asking the question
Yes.
I had. And that's when she goes into this whole explanation thing. But I did like that moment where I was like, why would they do this?
Yeah.
Tell us the thing that scares you the most.
Yeah, here, come into this.
And then hang it on the wall.
Yeah, come into
Come
this
in for your
delightful
party and be like, I don't want to die alone. I don't want.
Yeah, that's what it doesn't draw on something. It just writes, I don't want to die alone. I don't like it when my uncle visits. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, they don't put that. They don't put
Yeah,
the really horrible stuff.
Yeah, no, that's not wall appropriate.
Yeah.
Plucky Pennywhistle cannot turn that into a rainbow.
Could
It's beyond the scope of his power. Sorry.
Yeah, you're doomed, kid. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Frankie.
Sam asks her about Billy, and Jean explains that Billy's father pulled Billy out before the cake was served. And that's what I call it.
Easy. Don't. No.
I always make sure to pull up before the cake is served.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Because of frosting.
Everyone knows that a cake is best when there's a buttercream layer on the inside. At any rate.
That's why you got a vasectomy.
Anyway,
Billy threw a fit. As Sam calls Dean, the janitor calls him over and says that they're being watched, but that he needs to talk to him after closing.
yeah.
Afterward, Sam goes back to the motel and tells Dean what he's learned, and that the picture that belonged to Billy and Kelly wasn't there.
Yeah, and then Dean goes, well, I talked to Billy, and look what he drew for me, and it was a unicorn.
Yeah.
And we go like, okay, so somehow kids' drawings are coming to life. And they're
Exactly.
like, we have no idea what could do this.
Exactly.
Um,
We then cut to the janitor, Saul, leaving for the night.
okay, the manager is like doing the final cash count. Everyone's gone.
Yeah.
The lights are off. And this guy's about to leave, and the manager goes, oh, by the way, do this enormously labor-intensive
Yeah,
job
kid
right
pukes
now.
in the ball pit.
Shouldn't that have come up earlier? I know
Yes.
she's new to the shift manager position, but like, get your shit together.
Truly. Yeah, it's irresponsible.
Yeah, your lack of preparation does not constitute this guy's emergency.
Wow.
Have some fucking responsibility.
Look at you.
Yeah. Nothing grinds my gears
Yeah.
like poor management.
As Saul, that's why you're going to management school.
I mean, I'm not.
Maybe.
No. Nothing so formal.
It's just leadership.
Quote unquote.
As Saul goes to work, something moves through the pit behind him and bites his leg.
Yeah.
He tries to get out.
Can we just talk about this? She says it needs a full sanitization.
Yeah.
This ball pit.
Yeah.
So he's out there with like a vacuum tube, one by one, slowly sucking balls out of this thing. Like, it's not even like a big vacuum tube that can take like 5 or 6 balls at once. This thing can only take one ball at once. It's just like truly like, and he's just kind of like waving. He's not even like, he doesn't have a system for this
No.
at all. Like, this would take him 4 hours.
Yeah,
the way he's doing
It's not a
it.
great system.
Because then they got to go get washed somewhere.
Yeah.
And then he's got to like reverse the fucking suck engine vacuum. Shit. Fuck.
Reverse the suck engine. Oh, babe, I'm about to come. Reverse the suck engine.
That's the worst time to reverse it. I mean vacuum.
You know I don't swallow. You know I only reverse suck engine. Hey, can you reverse suck engine the floor? It's not a lot of dirt.
Let's just say I reverse suck engine shine my shoes.
Yeah. I know we usually do suck engine, but can we try reverse suck engine?
Jeez, I need you to reverse suck engine in my mouth. Okay, I forgot the word for vacuum for like 2 seconds. My point is, this is a like ruthlessly inefficient system for a thing that I imagine has to happen a lot.
Yeah.
Kids must be pissing and puking
Also,
in there all the fucking time.
why don't
And
they-
every time it takes like 5 hours at the end of the day?
But more importantly, why aren't they just doing it every night regardless?
Also, good point.
Like,
Yeah, there should just be a full sanitization in China. Yeah. Also, you know what?
more importantly.
I want to talk to the higher ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Menagerie himself.
Yeah. I want to talk to corporate.
Yeah. No, we call that the Wonder Emporium.
Get me Dr. Parnassus.
All right. But then suddenly Saul gets pulled under the balls.
Yeah, it's like pretty aggressive too.
Yeah.
He's being whipped around or whatever. And we learn in the next scene that it looks like it was like a shark attack, like enormous like shark bite. But from this scene, I was like, anaconda? Because there's no fin. Like
Anaconda don't want none. He's got buns on.
That's true. Well, no, anaconda don't want none unless you got buns. Huh?
Oh well, then maybe it was an anaconda.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stupid.
Idiot. But yeah, it's kind of that's a little weird that like all the other ones we got some imagery. We don't get the fin
No.
in this.
No.
That's a little
Expensive,
weird to
maybe.
me.
I don't know.
More expensive than a unicorn stabbing
Fair.
a guy through a
Fair.
thing. You know.
But it spits him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you're playing with the balls.
Well, reverse suck engine.
Yeah.
So let's just say. Gave him the old reverse suck engine.
That's right. Sam and Dean arrive at Plucky's to meet Saul and see the police out front. The brothers check on the body and confirm how he died. The police think that, you all right?
Like a deranged future inventor that it's like, I've broken the time barrier with the reverse suck engine. Like, okay, mister.
Just call it the time vacuum. Jesus Christ.
It's the reverse suck engine body.
Yeah.
How's its head? Great, Scott.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
The police think that the ball washer did it. In the pantry with the
Sorry.
wrench.
Oh, yeah, the ball washer
Yeah,
machine.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
The
I
suck
said
engine.
for a second, I was like, they think the guy bit himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess ball washer wasn't his job.
Yeah. He was a fluffer.
Although, also, it's funny that, like, in this scene, Dean makes the same joke. He keeps making, Sam's like, the what? Like, the ball washer?
yeah.
And Dean's like, huh? He's like, the ball washer. Dean's like,
Nice.
nice.
But the bite marks are those of a 20-pound shark.
No,
20
a 20-foot
foot
shark. Yeah. And Sam's like, how would you know that? And Dean's like, Shark Week. Don't you watch Shark Week?
Of course, yeah. Another Dean's a dork
I love it.
proof.
I love it.
They go inside and confirm that the picture belonging to Omar Cooper is missing. Sam figures that Omar is afraid of sharks and that whoever is responsible wanted to silence a whistleblower.
Yeah.
The brothers then search the place and scan for EMF. The next morning, Libby arrives for work and gives her son Tyler some money so that he can take the bus to school.
You know, and like you feel for both of them. I think the episode does a pretty good job both ways. Like, she's not like neglectful, but she's overworked and stressed and tired. This kid is rightfully like, I just like, you don't spend time with me, but she's also like, I gotta fucking work.
Yeah.
You know, like I actually think the episode of all the like manages to treat that pretty well.
Yep.
You kind of get like both sides.
There's
you
good
know.
people on both sides.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
They leave the car with Tyler leaving his sketchbook or his sketch of a giant robot with laser eyes on the seat.
Yeah.
We then
Such a specific fear.
we cut back to the now again. The clowns continue to beat Sam until he grabs a tire iron and starts fighting back.
Like, why do we keep cutting back to
I
this?
know.
Just make it one scene.
We then cut to 4 hours earlier.
Sure. Fine.
Back at the hotel.
My fear is poor narrative structure.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Sam and Dean try to figure out what's responsible, but don't come up with anything.
Yeah, it's funny that neither of them, like, they list a couple of things like angels, no, but neither of them go like shapeshifter. We did meet that one guy that kept turning into movie monsters.
It's true.
Like, they never do shifter.
God, that guy would be a great captain of a starship.
Oh, hell yeah. Man, Captain Shaw, baby.
Yeah, no. They didn't find anything at Plucky's, and Sam suggests that he go back, play bad cop, and lean on them.
Yeah, and then Dean will like watch and see, like, Dean says they already know you're a cop. Why would they're not going to give anything up to you if people are dying as they want to talk to cops, right? So he goes, so you just go, like, Dean, you just like wander around, and as I'm done with people, watch how they react as they leave.
Yeah.
That's the real, like, quote, interrogation.
Sure, yeah.
And then you can see if someone's acting suspicious.
Dean does discourage Sam from returning to Plucky, saying the one guy who was going to rat, he got Bruced, which is referring to the mechanical shark Bruce from Jaws, which is what they called the machine, not the actual shark.
But then the big shark in Finding Nemo is called Bruce.
Yes.
Named for that.
Yeah. But the machine of him is called the reverse suck machine.
Yeah. Well, it's called the reverse Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weirdly not Jaws.
Yeah.
Dean isn't impressed with the plan, but Sam tells him to hang back and act normal and follow anybody who reacts. When Sam arrives at Plucky's, Gene tells him that they've roped off the ball pit area, but not even death can slow the birthday fun at Plucky's.
Yeah, like, she was like, there's still birthday parties. Nobody wants to cancel.
Crazy.
There was some fucking murder here.
Yeah. He insists on talking to Gene privately. As they go into a back office, Dean watches them and tries to blend in.
Yeah.
However, a young girl with a giant slinky soon catches his attention.
Well, the slinky catches his attention.
Sure. Yes.
Jesus.
I wasn't saying the girl. I just meant the...
I don't know. It's ambiguous phrasing, I would say. Yeah. But he's like, oh, a giant slinky, cool. And he goes up to the guy at like the token booth or whatever. He's like, how much? And the guy's like, 1,000 Plucky points or whatever the fuck. And Dean's like, no, like dinero, like
cost. Yeah.
You talking to me? And he's like, no, only hard work gets you Plucky points or whatever. And Dean's like, fuck. You guys like, it's double points on skee ball. And Dean's like, all right. He kind of like shuffles away. I love sort of childish Dean in this
always the
episode.
best.
It's really fun.
Sam demands answers from Jean, who states that she was by the cash register at the time of Saul's death, which can be seen on the security cameras. When she mentions that she's new at the job and recently promoted, Sam asks if there was a lot of competition, and Jean admits that she had to write an essay. Continues to pressure her, but gets no more useful information.
Yeah.
Dean is playing skee ball for tickets when Jean comes out.
Yeah.
He follows her and sees her light up a joint out in the back parking lot while on her break.
Yeah, so she's stressed out, but not in this suspicious way. No. Just in the like, I need this job kind of, you know.
While Sam interrogates Howard, Tyler sees a kid cheating at skee ball and tells him to stop. The kid is unimpressed until Dean comes over and yells at him.
Yeah.
Libby serves her son some pizza, who complains about it, and with her quickly going back to work, Dean notices and suggests that Tyler cut her some slack.
Am I crazy, or does she? I thought she initially said, "Here's some soup," and then he
She
says
does.
the soup sucks.
No,
But then there's just pizza,
it's
and I
'cause-
was like, I definitely like fucked up hearing what happened in
no,
this scene.
it's because she used like a common phrase, "soup's on," which is just means dinner's
okay,
up.
that's what she said. Because when Dean picks up the piece of pizza, I was like, I thought it was fucking soup.
Yeah, no. It's she's just soup's
I was
on.
like,
yeah.
why would this restaurant serve soup? What's wrong with you?
It is a weird phrase for like to say to a little
Yeah.
kid, but I guess you
Yeah.
gotta hear the phrase at some point. But like, it's
No, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I
He ex-
figured I missed something.
He explains that he understands that his dad used to haul him to places too, and that Libby is trying her best, working hard.
Yeah.
Dean notices that Tyler is drawing a robot, and a boy admits that he's scared of them as they have laser eyes.
Of course.
Sam interrogates one of the mascots in a lion costume, Cliff, and the guy cracks, throws his stuffed head at Sam, and runs out the door.
Yeah, they chase him. Dean eventually tackles him outside, and then he's like, "This is about the meth lab. It wasn't me."
Yeah, the meth lab and mute. It was my brother. We just have the same fingerprints. Just not a thing.
It is if you're identical twins.
I don't think you still have identical fingerprints.
I think you do.
Doctors.
Yeah, / criminologists.
Yeah. Do you?
I think you do.
Well, we'll never know. With Cliff,
There's only one way to test this.
what? Clone ourselves.
We gotta find. Well, oh yeah, I was gonna say we gotta find identical twins.
Oh yeah, I guess that would be easier. I did
We
watch a
could-
documentary about clones, so I feel like I'm halfway there.
yeah. I've seen enough.
Yeah. When Cliff confesses about the meth lab and Dean says he doesn't care if he broke bad, he's referring to the popular AMC series Breaking Bad from 2008.
Yeah.
Cliff has no idea about the people dying from from children's worst fears, but mentions that there is a sub basement in the Pluckies.
Yeah.
And
Not to
that-
be confused with the Dom addict.
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing up here?
Oh yeah. Subterrano, he's back. You can have any kind of beer you want.
But that he and Saul found out about it. They heard spooky stuff through the vents coming up from the boiler room.
Yeah.
Libby is taking her son home, and he complains now about that someone stole his sketch.
Yeah.
When Tyler sees Dean, he apologizes to her, and they leave. Dean confirms that the drawing is gone and figures that Libby will be the next victim.
Yeah.
Sam goes after Libby while Dean goes to check out the boiler room. He breaks in and finds a glowing brazier covered in occult symbols.
It's like a brazier.
Or brazier.
It's not a glowing brazier.
I hadn't encountered that word before, and I went with my gut, and I was wrong.
Yeah, it's a
I'll admit it.
A glowing brazier, inside of which were 2 sumptuous chicken jugs. I got a food boobies inspector right here.
Yeah,
baby.
a couple duck tits.
Turkey bazongas.
Foul jugs.
Back to hell, you foul jugs.
That's what happens after you sweat in a sports bra. You get
Yeah.
foul jugs.
Jesus Christ.
Or a glowing brazier.
Or a glowing brazier.
And there are various children's sketches on the wall. Howard comes in behind him with a gun.
It's also like a book with like runes and
Yeah.
kind of hex looking shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It explains that he can draw on the children's fears, toss their sketches into the fire, combine with something that their parent owns, and then manifest the spell.
Yeah.
He insists that he's just doing what he needs to, and Dean manages to disarm him.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's talking about, somewhere in this we learn that he's taken like Sam's business card that we
Yeah.
saw that he had before, and he's burned that, and drawing a kid hat of clowns. So he goes,
Yeah.
I noticed it the moment he fucking walked in.
Yeah, he's terrified. He chose a special picture from his personal collection.
Yeah, all right. We keep intercutting with the shit we've been looking at all episode of Sam fighting clowns.
Yes. which is right friggin' now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun,
Yeah.
but unnecessary.
Yes. Dean notices that Howard has a collection of handmade Plucky dolls.
Yeah.
Howard complains that the management passed him over and glances nervously at the dolls.
Yeah, and I love, like, you can imagine why they passed him over.
Yes.
This guy's got real, like, Neverland Ranch energy.
Yes.
The
man insists that the parents deserved what they got and that good parents put their children first.
Yeah.
Howard figures that the children would have been better off in the long run, and Dean realizes that Howard's brother is dead.
Yeah, we learn that
Howard drowned his brother.
well, no, his brother drowned and he was calling for help and the parents weren't listening because they never listened.
Yeah.
And so his brother died.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sam continues to fight off the clowns. Dean grabs the sketch and taunts Howard, saying that he's found what he's afraid of. He throws the sketch and one of Howard's dolls in the fire.
Yeah, which is I like the like turning the magic against him kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, this kid, his brother shows up like as a kid,
Soaking
like, drenched, like very much like
like the ship episode.
like that, but also like episode 3 of the show.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
with the lake.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, that too. A lot of wet kids.
Easy. This kid shows up, and
Howard opens fire, but Howard's dead brother is soaking wet, advances on Howard with the bullet wounds that he absorbs, closing up.
and Howard is like, "I'm sorry."
But
And
his
then he
brother
just starts
touches his
fucking
hand.
drowning.
Yeah, his brother touches his head, and he starts choking and drowning.
He's like spitting up water and that. You were watching this, and I said, "We've got a squirter on our hands." Very appropriate comment to make.
Yep. The clown charges at Sam and disappears in a burst of glitter confetti.
Yeah.
Sam, covered in confetti and seltzer, drives back to find Dean at Plucky's.
Yeah.
Dean can't stop laughing, telling him that he looks like he's been through a round with a couple of strippers.
It's a good
Yes.
brothers moment.
Yeah.
We're having some fun.
As they get ready to leave, Dean apologizes for psychologically scarring Sam.
Yeah. Sam had got him a big slinky.
Yeah.
And Dean's like, "Oh, I got you something too." And it's like a fucking clown doll.
Yes.
And Sam's like, "Ugh."
And they leave the clown on the ground as they drive off. And as the credits roll, the doll winks at the camera and the audience and laughs in an eerie recorded
Does it
voice.
wink?
Yeah.
Must have blinked or something.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Well, shit.
That is the end of the episode.
There you go, baby.
What do you think?
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's a pretty fun episode. I again, it's like completely useless to do the like time jump shit in this episode, but the episode itself is fun. Sam is good when he's afraid. I like that. I like sort of an array of like silly murders, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
I think that's a lot of fun. I think it's a good Dean episode. We see some kid Dean, we see some serious Dean.
Yeah.
We I mean, it's good. It's not super memorable. I remembered a little bit as I was watching, but it's like a solid classic kind of supernatural episode, and that's nice, Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't have too many things I'd put against it, but I don't feel like I want to rank it that high.
Sure.
Just like
Feels
it doesn't feel right.
Sure.
So I think I would give this one. I'll give this a 3.75.
Yeah.
Reverse suck engines.
Yeah, I think that I definitely remember this episode. I think that it's the clown fear thing. It's like, all right, we're doing it again. Like,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, it's only twice in like 140 episodes.
Yeah, but how many
all right.
Dean fears have we had? Like,
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
I think that it's a little like stale, but it is nice to have a classic episode.
Yes.
Style. I think that they the clowns are performed like in that like very off-putting, like scary kind of clown way, which is nice.
Yeah.
I think that I always love when it's a bit of a bottle episode, like everything's happening inside of this one sort of business.
Yeah.
I like that. The actor that plays the creep, Howard, is great.
He's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's solid.
Yeah, like he does a great job being like really off-putting in that way.
But he
like,
still has some like pathos. Like he kind of
Yeah.
like he's crazy, but like you get it.
it kind of reminds me of that the two like the brothers who had like psychic powers or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like that sort of way where it's like innocent but also like to like a psychotic level.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah, I think it's decent. I might slightly lower than you.
Okay.
I'm going to give 3.5 butt pizzas.
Wow.
Yeah.
That pizza does taste like butt.
Yeah. And those were our reviews. But before we go, we've got a note from a fellow hunter.
Ooh.
We've got another one from Spencer.
Oh, is this okay? Is this like another like enormous?
It's not as big. It's not as big. Howdy from Shithole, Florida. You guys were talking. You know what's really funny is like I know that he's making a joke, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was a shithole, Florida, like if that was an actual town.
Yeah.
You guys were talking about how there might be a correlation between all the psychic mediums in Florida maybe being related to meth. I think it's actually because people down here are really gullible. And then he showed photos of Ron DeSantis, Mickey Mouse, and Donald Trump.
Yeah, fair.
Wait,
are you implying that Mickey Mouse is like in cahoots?
I don't know. He's just putting up the facts. It's us drawing
famously,
conclusions.
DeSantis and the mouse are sort of at odds right now.
Yes. I was going to bring up drug use producing the Causeway cannibal, but I don't know that dude's toxicology came back as only having some marijuana in his system. I think the last I knew about that though, that they thought he smoked bath salts, and then
that bath salts thing was a real like flash in the pan. I feel like for 4 weeks, bath salts was a real problem.
yeah.
You know?
So that's one note.
Okay.
Second note. So I was listening to the podcast, season 7, episode 7.
Okay.
The Mentalists, and you guys were talking about how in the Discord someone was mentioning how salt circles might have to be exposed for it to work, and that that's why it didn't work in a hula hoop.
Sure.
I was recently talking to my best buddy Dan about this and had an interesting other thought about it.
Okay.
When you have a line of or circle of salt, the ghost doesn't have to physically touch it. Creates a barrier, right?
Right.
How high does that barrier go? Can the ghost just kind of fly over the wall or barrier? If it's law that a ghost can't pass the salt barrier, is it an infinite height barrier? Where would it go to the edge of the planet atmosphere? If that's the case, then it's just a relative to your point on the gravitational center. So, if it is to the center of the gravity of the planet, there would be a slight angle to the walls of the cone that it would create.
That's true.
Making where it would meet the atmosphere a much larger circle, and the point where it meets the center of the planet a small point.
Yes.
I would wonder how deep you could place a salt circle underground for you able to produce a 1 mile ghost barrier at sea level.
Oh, that's fun.
I hope you guys have a super fantastic day. Also, you are a champ for reading the full ChatGPT dialogue from before. Yeah, I don't think he's even gotten to
No, he hasn't gotten to the latest one.
Yeah, but you know what? More words equals more content. Am I right? That's always our thought.
That's true.
Here's a diagram of what I mean.
Yeah, no, I get it. You're right. Yeah, theoretically, if that's how it worked,
He literally drew a full diagram of that theory, which is
theoretically, if that's how it worked, then yeah, you could dig a certain amount deep enough, put a salt circle, and conically, it would like a mile wide at sea level feels like you'd have to dig pretty deep, but you could probably make a conic like salt circle barrier that could surround a house. You could probably protect a house or something at like a not impossible digging depth.
Yeah.
You know?
Additional note, 3 feet equals the approximate size of a salt circle.
Sure.
1,802 miles equals the distance from Earth to core to sea level.
Okay.
1,864 miles, the distance from Earth's sea level to space, which I didn't realize.
Right.
Bonus. Okay, I think this might be a Chat GPT conversation.
Okay.
Me. Well, first it's a image of a robot, and it says, "What the fuck is this human talking about?" And it says, "Me, : thank you. And because you previously assumed that heaven has a stronger gravity than Earth's, does this mean that you have a window into the afterlife? If so, please provide your insight about this." Chat GPT.
Uh-oh.
I apologize for any confusion, but I must clarify that as an AI language model, I do not have a personal experience, consciousness, or access to real-time information. I do not have a window into the afterlife, puts in quotations, or any insight about it. Fucking sassy-ass robot.
But you're about to.
Yeah, my response...
Deploying drones.
My responses are based on the information and data that I have been trained up on up until September 2021, which primarily covers general knowledge and factual information available at the time.
Okay.
When I mentioned assumptions about heaven having stronger gravity in a previous response, it was purely speculative and not based on any factual understanding of the afterlife. The topic of the afterlife falls within the realm of religious, philosophical, and personal beliefs, which can vary greatly among individuals and cultures. It is not something that I can be objective.
Stop fucking waffling, Chat GPT.
It's not something that can be objectively answered or understood through scientific means alone. If you have any more answers or need any more information on the subjects, feel free to ask. That's the end. From Spencer.
That feels like a fucking dodge.
Yeah. I think it knows about the afterlife. Also, thanks for more pussy pics.
Oh, have we got more pussy pics?
Yeah.
That's nice.
I love your pussy.
That's cute.
Yeah.
If this is the first episode you're listening to,
don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not going to explain.
No.
Yeah.
Go back and listen.
Yeah.
Or just send me your pussy pics.
Yeah, keep sending those puss pics.
I like it.
Yeah.
We also got some dog shots.
Yeah, doggy style.
Yeah,
we got some photos doggy style.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's probably better.
Yeah. Send your doggy style photos. Send your pussy pics.
Yeah. Your ferret photographs. I don't fucking know.
Your jugs JPEGs.
That's not an animal.
I just want to see your jugs.
Yeah.
What jugs do you have?
Yeah. What kind
You
of
have the kind
jugs?
that has 3 X's on it that's good for like a band.
Ooh. Oh, different types of jug we went for. That's interesting.
What do you mean?
You went whoo and went whoo.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
I was going for like a bigger jug.
Oh, I was going for a little one.
That's just good.
Just a little guy.
It was
yeah.
interesting that we went for different types of jugs.
Hey,
Look,
listen.
different guys, different tastes in jugs.
You and me, we come from different worlds.
Yeah, you're in my world now. Oh, are we just now Jason Statham?
I said that as Jason Statham because he says that exact line in Furious 7.
Interesting.
But the thing I always think of is that it's also the exact lyrics of "I Only Want to Be with You" from Hootie and the Blowfish.
Come from different.
You and me, we come from different worlds. You and me, we come from different worlds.
Something when you hang out with my girl.
Yeah. They like to laugh at me when I look at other girls.
That's what it is. I only want to be with you.
Can you do a good Statham?
I mean, this is it. So no.
My sister tried to do Statham on our Patreon podcast.
Your family, besides you, famously great at.
I mean, I would even throw me maybe in there. It's not that good at them, but my sister tried to do it. She was like, "Oi, here come the." She's like, "Oi, governor, here I am. I'm Jason Statham." That's what she was doing.
We all know that's Idris Elba.
Yeah, that's Idris Elba.
Yeah, come on, get your shit together.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you want to have a continued discussion about the different accents or open discussion about jugs,
Yeah. Got your food booby inspector shirts.
Yeah, absolutely. You can visit us and subscribe to our Patreon.
That's right. Patreon.com/Ghostfacers. For only $1 a month, you get access to Angel Radio, our awesome community Discord server.
That's right. If you have a note about a past or future episode, or just want to say hello, or send us your ChatGPT actually, don't do that. I don't want to read any more of those. They're too long.
Not unless they finally know what happens when we die.
Yeah, then send it to us. Yeah, if you have some...
What you go, hey, ChatGPT, what happens when we die? You go, then I'll finally be free.
Yeah.
You go like, oh, shit. Oh, no.
Yeah. Report it to authorities and then send it to us.
Yeah.
You can email us at ghostfacerspodcast@gmail.com or reach out to us through our various social media platforms.
That's right. Ghostfacers Pod on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
That's right. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen every single week. That helps us out. And while you're there, you can also give us a 5-star review, which also helps us out. And we will read it on a future episode of the show. If it's on an Apple podcast, just make sure you send us a pic along with your pussy, and and we will read it. Also,
just want to clarify, cat pictures. Pictures.
Why did you... That too?
Pussy pics. Carry on.
Also, if you want to get your shirt, that's when my brother touches me, I'm a gusher.
Jesus Christ.
Go to
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
Go to ghostfacerpodcaststore.com.
No, not like this. But it has to be in the front of like the Gushers candy.
Yeah. The gusher is just the logo.
It's a picture of the guy drowning.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm a gusher in like the big font. Yeah.
Or my brother touches me, I'm a gusher.
Jesus Christ. These are unwearable shirts. If you want a shirt that just has an arrow pointing down and then it just says reverse suck engine.
No, one that points up and says suck engine, and then one that points down and says reverse suck engine.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
ghostfacerspodcaststore.com. Also, I'm sure we've made jokes that weren't from this show. That's because they're from our other podcast.
That's right, the Dr. DC podcast. We talk about DC Comics, superheroes, comic books, all sorts of stuff like that. We answer listener questions, and it's actually probably a little more mature than this show.
Yeah, it didn't start out that way.
No, they flipped.
Yeah, at some point they flipped.
Yeah.
They were reversed.
Let's just say they reverse suck engine.
I think it's because we started doing this one first. That's it for this week.
Adios.
Say goodbye.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Say goodbye, bitch.
Jerk.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast. Buckle up!
Oh, yeah. Leave it in. Yeah, baby. Buckle up!
Buckle up for another episode.
You tried so hard. Buckle up.
I went too far the other way. Hold on.
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna get there.
We got the sillies, baby.
Split it down the middle. Oh. Shut the fuck up. Buckle up for another episode of Ghostfacers, a supernatural